Yo, welcome back. One Piece, chapter 1172, titled The Elbaf I Admire. We're back. Not only did we have the break, but the last upload was the final episode of One Piece before we go seasonal. So obviously, no more anime reactions, but we do have the manga reactions. I'm a little late on this one because I just spent a few days with my girlfriend for her birthday. But we're back. Even then, we watched a little bit of Little Garden when we were together. So seeing Dory and Broggy back then and now seeing them in the latest chapters is going to be quite the treat. Now, because we are back in the present, I'm thinking that we're going to see some Domi Reversi, Dory and Broggy. The flashback is done, and I have been completely unspoiled for this chapter, even though I am pretty late. So let's get right into it. Bang. All right. 1172. The Elbaf I Admire, with a Bon Clay cover request by Pete Samaru. Some swans rummaging through Bon Clay's cosmetics and putting on makeup. I'm actually thinking that, because I don't think Bon Clay is going to be in the season 2 of the live action, but he might be a post-credit scene leading to Alabasta in season 3, just like how Smoker was in season 1. That's what I'm thinking. All right, let's get right into it. The lift ascends to the Sun Realm. Scopper, I need to remember my voices, dude. There are 3 foes up there. Their objective is clear. They plan to abduct 10 children from Elbaf. I'm seeing the lift is looking like 2 rafts on top of each other. I'm liking that. Coming up from the Valley of Death. All right. They plan to abduct 10 children from Elbaf and take them to the Holy Land. The children will serve as living shields, leverage to turn the warriors of Elbaf into battle thralls. So obviously we have Chopper and Scopper over here. Hajrudin holding them with Zoro on his back. See Stanson with Sanji, right? Sanji came along too. And Gerd, trying to remember the names now that we're back in the present. All right. 3 humans did all this. To think that not even the giant warrior pirates or Yasan could stop them. Sorry, I have no excuse. Sanji. They may be kids, but they're still giants, right? How can 3 people our size move them? I mean, Zoro's dotting, but I feel like he kind of feels that Conqueror's hockey, you know? Actually, do the Holy Knights have Conquerors? I need to be reminded of that. I don't remember. One of the 3 is a woman with a strange arrow ability. The children are unable to resist her. They just keep marching toward the West Village Harbor. It's all over if they reach a ship and escape the sea. It'll all come down to that. Why can't we just take back the kids? One of the 3 is a man named Summers. I know a bit about him. He became a briar man after eating the thorn fruit. He can freely manipulate vines with sharp thorns. Let me see the sadistic face of Summers over here. Rodo, of course, and Goldberg. The vines can become transparent, and he's wrapped them around the children. So we can't grab them? That's so cruel. Indeed. They're as tough as iron. If we clumsily try to get the kids to break their line formation, they'll turn into pincushions. So if they try to affect in any way, you know, we saw just like Saul tried to grab him, he got hurt. So we're getting a little bit of a rundown of the God's Knight's powers, even though we've seen them. Maybe a more direct explanation of their devil fruits. It's been set up so that they'll hurt each other. Damn. On top of that, the last one, seems to have the power to make nightmares come true. I love this visual of Colin. I remembered his name. I don't think I remembered it last chapter. Colin dreaming and then just the wolf coming out of it. I love that. The things the kids find scary have come to life to prevent their escape. The kids may appear to just be waddling along in broad daylight, but it seems impossible for anyone to stop them. The intruders have set up some sort of twisted game with their 3 abilities. We'll save those kids no matter what. Seems like the quickest solution is to target the 3 ability users. Oh god, I don't know what voice to give Goldberg. Even if they're an immortal. Maybe a little... Even if they're as immortal as they claim, there should be a way to take them down. We could try trapping them, or crushing them, maybe even eating them. Ha! Sounds promising. Let's do that. It's the Sun Realm. Prepare to disembark. So they're getting up. They're going to see the chaos that we saw. Is Gunko still possessed by Emu right now? Is the Domi Reversi going strong with the Giants? What are we about to see? Whoa! Huh? Looking up and just seeing the old giant pirate's ship burning in the forest, the massive dragon, massive knight. Ugh! This is beyond anything I imagined. There are no limits to these nightmare monsters. I mean, they're massive, dude. Look at that. Is that the great Eric? We just see the giant nightmare monsters running amok. We see the Nika doing his jump. Dory and Broggy were aboard it earlier. Oh yes, the great Eric is their ship. Of course. Dory and Broggy were aboard it earlier, leading the charge with their crew. But they were shot down by those monsters. That can't be. Oh, it's either Oimo or Kashi. I think it's Oimo. Is that you, Hajun? Oh no, it's Kashi. Damn, got it wrong immediately. Hey, it is what it is. Kashi-san, I'm glad you're okay. I was in the realm of the dead. Tell me what's going on. You won't believe this. Listen closely. Okay, so Kashi, still not Domi Reversied, not affected by the, whatever this game fruit potentially may be that Emu has, because it was like he made Dory and Broggy the kings, the main kings, made them Domi Reversi. But then anyone in between them was also Domi Reversied. So it's like an interesting go kind of situation with them. Dory and Broggy are trying to kill... Oh. Dory and Broggy are trying to kill Elder Jarl? They all went crazy. Please, you've got to stop them. Damn, alright. And they're massive. They're even bigger now. Kashi-san, how about the children? Ripley and the others went after them, but we've had no word on their status. The kids may have already reached the harbor by now. I mean, who knows how long Loki was talking? You know, who knows how long that flashback was going? Hey, Rodo, listen. What? Bjorn was taken? This is bad. My little brother's one of the hostages. Bjorn. Oh, which one was that? I don't remember. Rodo! I'll join you. Me too. Hey, Kashi. Which way's the school? Ami-san and the rest should be close. Can you see the fire? It's coming from both the school and the library. Why is it on fire? Anyway, you said Dory and Brog have gone crazy? That's right. We go. Finally, hey. This is when you know we're deep in an arc. All right, we get the map. This is Dressrosa situation all over again. We get the map. School and library burning at the base of the branch. Got saw a little bit after that. I see. I'm seeing directional stuff to other stuff, but then we got current location at the base of the tree. The West Village, Jarl, Dorian Broggy going from the school and the library, kind of towards that, and towards Oust Castle. Please hurry. Elder Jarl's in trouble. Branch number 8. Walrus School and Owl Library. Get a little visual. Kids asleep. A lot. I mean, everyone just kind of saddened that they have to burn the school and the library. Near the library, the Straw Hats, a little bit further down the branch. Who's talking here? Oh, that's Robin. That was like the back of her head. I didn't recognize her. The library's burning down. I doubt Chopper will be back anytime soon. And Brook's gone off somewhere. He must be up to something. No, we need to get rid of those arrows before the kids are carried off. Master Brogy, Master Dory, I can't stand seeing you like this. So Usopp and Nami are freaking out. Then we have, in the middle of kind of the foresty area, on the tops of the trees, kill Jarl! Please stop, Captains. Open your eyes. The Domi Reversi possessed the giant pirates en route to West Village. Then we have the child rescue team, who seems to be... Oh, they're kind of behind Domi Reversi people, also in the bungalow. What would you call that? The treetops, with Ripley, and Riley or Ripley? I never remember. He just said her name, Ripley, and we have Oimo with them as well, with like the parents and stuff. Hang in there, kids. Be gone, you vile creatures. So they're kind of hidden down, battling the creatures while they go across. Then we got the kids who are getting pretty close. They're like halfway through the branch. Hostage group. We're heading to the harbor, aren't we? If we get there... No whining. We're warriors of Elbaf. But we're not warriors. And then we have West Village, where Jarl is. We have no choice, Elder Jarl. Or... If you want to run, then run. We have no choice, Elder Jarl. Captain Dorian Broggy won't listen to us anymore. I won't retreat. There's still something I've got to tell Elbaf. So even though he's got a sword through his skull, he probably still remembers Harold's that kind of dying words, dying wish. Or, knowing Elder Jarl, he's got some even deeper secrets, maybe something about the Gali Law, something from history long before, from probably Void history, maybe some Nika stuff, who knows, that he's got to tell the warriors of Elbaf. And we got a little snail, or maybe a big snail. Oh, he's gonna say it right now. He's not waiting. He's like, I'm not gonna wait until they kill me, dude. I'm doing it right now. Gotcha. Listen, people of Elbaf. I will tell you everything before I die. Elder Jarl. Our late dear King Harold always believed in Elbaf coming together with the rest of the world. And that led to his attempt to join the world government. So we still have Gunko possessed, Emu possessing Gunko here with the devil wings, right? But his efforts was shunned and betrayed 14 years ago on that fateful day, Elder Jarl. I saw it, all with my very own eyes. Oh, so this is kind of also going to redeem Loki so that when he fights now, they're not going to be like, fuck this guy. Maybe. Harold and all those soldiers were killed by the act. Oh, he's going to fully lie on the... Oh, shit. All right. And his word is important. Okay. I saw it with my own eyes. Harold and all those soldiers were killed by the act of a demon. Oh, I see what he's not saying by a demon, but by the act of a demon, which is true. Which is true. Harold struggled to his last breath to keep Elbaf from falling into that demon's hands. Wait, so Loki didn't kill our king? I held my tongue, fearing that our people would rise up in revenge, leading us into an untimely war our king never wanted. Okay, he's explaining himself a little bit. Loki took the people's anger upon himself when he sailed out to sea. He may have always been boorish, but he is innocent. Damn. So now, important, King Jarl wasn't with them when Loki was telling Hajarun the story. So now, without having contact with King Jarl, they seem to have an alibi, which now Hajarun has to listen to. Yeah, Zoro. That's the gist. But it's not quite how I'd put it. Damn. Okay, Zoro. Don't get carried away, Elder Jarl. I like... Yo, Zoro's really... That's really funny from Zoro, dude. That's the gist, but not quite how I'd put it. That he's always been boorish, but he's innocent. Zoro's like, yo, give the man the kill. You know, like you gotta give him credit for taking down a souped up Herald, bro. A buffed Herald, like that's crazy. You know, give the man his feats. Like innocent, not completely innocent, but you know, he didn't mean badly. He wanted to do his best. Okay, so shockingly, the sword actually has not affected King Jarl's memory. Sorry, not King. Elder Jarl's memory. Which is surprising. We would assume that maybe Chopper would have something to do with this arc. Oh, God forbid. God forbid our doctor has something to do. Especially with curing amnesia for fucking 2 arcs. Now today, 3 new demons have appeared to subjugate our nation. Oh, Daniel, killing him kind of going hard, though. I had hoped this matter was behind us, but we are once more in need of great power. Seems this job's over. Guess I'll go back to sleep. So Summers is like, my part's done. I mean, I wrapped up the kids. No one's really fighting back. Domi Reversi happened. They're not getting back from this. Killing him, he's just doing his own little shit, you know? He's a little shit stirrer. Summers is like, now that Emu's here, I got really nothing to do, to be honest. I'm speaking to you now, demons. You can take our culture and history, but let our little ones go. If you think this act will crush our spirits, you've made a grave mistake. We will not show you the same patience Harold did. You speak of subjugating us, and picture our people to be your slaves? Who the hell do you bastards think you're dealing with? Hell yeah, Jarl. Damn right. That's the warrior we like to see. That's the warrior culture we like. Forgive me, little ones. Cover your ears if you can. Well said, Jarl. The Elbaf I admire would never bend the knee. If the Harley prophecies are true, the world is bound to face a great divide one day. So be it. From this day forward, all Elbaf will stand against the world government. Did you really think some thorns, illusions in this little reversey game would be enough to make us bow? Zoro. Yo, I like this geezer. Yo, this geezer's talking his shit right now. I bet you do. 300 years ago, he was known as the strongest being to ever hail from these waters. Damn, your old had that herald the fucking stature, you know? The strongest being. You know, the more it goes on, the more I think Kaido just doesn't deserve the nickname. The Beast? The King? King of Beasts? I don't know, man. The Giants are kind of going crazy right now. We will never submit to your dominion. What say you, proud warriors of Elbaf? Well said, Elder Jarl. Yeah, the Elbaf I know and love is back. We get it already, Usopp. Focus on getting rid of these damn arrows. Usopp's fanboying over Elbaf, and I'm seeing Jarl talking. He said his piece, but now Dory and Broggy are coming in. I think bro's dead. We will protect the peace Harold dreamed of. Yeah! And we don't see the swing. What's about to happen? I mean, is there, I feel like there's more. There's more he needs to tell us. We can't be killing him off right here. We made it. We're finally here. They said if we get caught up. They said if we get caught up between them, it's over. Don't worry. Ting. I have a plan. Don't worry. I have a plan, says Zoro. Okay. Alright. This wasn't a spark of resistance flares. Chapter 1172 end. No break. Fantastic. Close it off there. Not a crazy chapter. Transition chapter. We're getting back into the fight. It's what it is. I don't mind being late on this one. Nothing crazy happened. But that monologue, pretty fire. Jarl monologue, goated. Goated. Colin, don't cover your ears. This is your culture right here, bro. This is what Dory and Broggy were telling Usopp about, man. It's so funny that the sword isn't, like, affecting him at all. I really thought. But, hey, bro's the GOAT. Rest in peace, Jarl. Mountain Beard. But, we got this boy. We got his brother. Jarl. Crazy that Big Mom got rid of one of them. You know what I mean? That's wild, dude. Big Mom is like a 4-year-old fucked up one of these guys. Ay, ay, ay. But alright. That's the chapter. Not much to say. A lot of nice double-page spreads. We got the demons, the Holy Knights here, ready to fight. We got the Nightmares causing a ruckus. We got Dory and Broggy going for Jarl's head. So now we'll see Sanji and Hajrun. Well, actually, I mean, they were running behind him. I would assume that Sanji is with them, although Hajrun might have gone forward a little more. Well, no, actually, Sanji was asking about Nami. So, Sanji is definitely going to be going there instead to help out the Straw Hats. And as I'm looking here, it just shows Hajrun and Zoro running. I don't think we see Gerd or the others going. So, when's the last time we saw... Oh, no, never mind. Bro doesn't have any reading comprehension. Road talked about Bjorn. So then Gerd and Goldberg went after... I mean, it's all on one page. So the three giants are going after the kids. Then we have Sanji going to the Straw Hats. And then we have Zoro and Hajrun going straight to the village. So we got a little bit of a separation like this. Zoro going on one end, Zoro going to one end, and Sanji going to the other end. Hajrun going to one end, the other three going to the other end. So now all we're missing is Luffy and Loki, which that might be next chapter. I cannot wait. That might be the end of next chapter. It's like a cliffhanger. Bro, I want to see Bro. Now it said fly in the official. I don't think Loki can fly. I want to just see Bro straight jump through the trees. I want to see that panel of him going boom and just fucking blasting it. And then landing, superhero landing, just where the village is. So it's going to be Luffy and Zoro and Hajruden and Loki. I'm trying to think. Who's going to be taking down Summers then? The kids. So that would be the three giants against Summers. Maybe killing him against the Straw Hats and Sanji. And then maybe Gunko possessed against Luffy and Zoro. I mean, dude, like, like that makes sense, I guess. I could see that as a matchup. Because if it's like, and also, I mean, we got to talk about Dora and Broggy being, and all the Domi Reversi giants. That makes more sense. That's a good, there's a lot going on there. That's power. A lot of power right there. So yeah, that makes sense then. And then wherever Brook, I mean, shit, maybe Brook's gonna come in clutch. Hey, another arc where Brook's MVP. Let's go. Whole cake. Bro's gonna come in with his music during one of these chapters. Gunko's gonna snap out of it. They're gonna have a little flashback moment. That's the prediction. Either way, no break next week. Happy to be back. Happy to be back. Starting this new year off strong. Cannot wait to maybe finish off Elbaf as an arc this year. Maybe. We'll see. Either way, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.